Good morning and welcome back to Tax Tip Tuesday with Sarah Berry, Texarkana, Texas. And today we are going to be talking about startup businesses. You know, in our line of business, over the years we have seen multiple businesses start up and go through the growing pains. Some of these businesses succeed and some of these businesses do not. So we have compiled several things that hopefully will help you if you are considering starting a new business. Today we have with us Melissa Bradford. She's a CPA here in our office, and she is looking at starting a business. And so she's going to be asking me questions as to best practices when starting a business.
Sarah, I'm opening up a small business. Can you give me some guidance on the important steps I should take first?
Yeah, so one of the first things you should do is seek out a good CPA, a good financial and business advisor to help you along the road path when you open up a new business. So kudos to that. You're on the right track there. The second thing I would tell any business owner that's looking to open up a business is to open up a separate bank account and deposit all income into that separate account and pay all bills out of it, so that it's easier to track your income and expenses and know what your business is making, and easier to do your taxes at the end of the year.
Do you advise that I keep my records myself? And if so, how should I do that?
Yeah, so keeping your records would be keeping up with your income and your expenses. It's very different for different types of businesses. But if you're in the retail business, then you would have like a point of sale software that would track all of your income coming in and going out. You can keep up with that yourself if it's not overwhelming volume. If it is a larger volume, then you could possibly hire a bookkeeper to help you keep your books, or an outside CPA firm like us that would help you do that. Now, again, it's very specific for every business. So if you don't have a lot of transactions, you could possibly keep those records in Excel or manually in a software like that, or you could use QuickBooks if you have more transactions. QuickBooks is a good bookkeeping software to start with.
Sarah, if I get paid in cash, can I keep just a little bit of it? Or is it okay if I pay my vendors in cash?
So that is a question that we get a lot, and that is very tempting to not record the cash when it comes in. I've even seen some clients that don't want to pay sales tax if someone comes in, a customer comes in and purchases something in cash. That is a definite no-no. All cash, all income needs to be deposited into the bank, and then all bills paid out of the bank with documentation and records of that. There's several reasons for that, but we don't have time to dive off into it right now. But one of the main reasons, obviously, is being in compliance with the IRS and the state taxing authorities, whether it's sales tax or income tax. The second reason why that's important is if you are constantly taking cash out and putting it into your pocket or paying bills with it, it's really hard to track your true income and expense and really know what the business is making. So it's hard to make a good financial decision. Is this business really beneficial to me or not? So the short answer is no, don't do that.
Okay. Sarah, my last question for you. I know you have helped many businesses start up. So can you give me a few tips for success?
Yes, I can. Yes, we've seen multiple businesses start, and I can tell you the traits of the ones that are a true success. So the first thing that I would say is when you're making a business decision, you do want to take the tax consequences into account. So you definitely should reach out with your CPA before making a major business decision to keep that line of communication open. But don't always make a business decision strictly off of the tax consequences. I see a lot of new business owners are so afraid of the tax that they would pay when so their fear of taxes causes them to make poor decisions for their business, when really if they would have made a good investment and a good business decision, the taxes are going to take care of themselves. And the second thing I would say is, I see a lot of businesses start up and right off the bat they're doing great, they're making money, they want to grow, but they grow too fast. They don't take the time to slow down and make for sure that their systems and processes are in place and it's truly going to be a scalable business and it's going to be a success on a larger scale. So they grow too fast and ultimately it is their demise. So that would be my 2 tips. So that's all that we have today. I hope Melissa's business is a wonderful success. We work closely with our clients to make for sure all of your businesses are a success because when you are a success, we are too. Thank you so much for joining us and we will see you next week.